Welcome to Simply Sustainable, Atlas Copco's guide to greener manufacturing. I'm your host, Bryan Wojciechowski, and today we're on the plant floor taking a look at the impact tools and controllers have on your company's sustainability efforts. I'm going to be meeting with one of our experts today to learn a little bit more about this topic. So come on, let's go. Hey Tim.
Hey Brian.
As I was walking through the plant, I noticed that there's a ton of tools throughout here.
We do have a lot of tools.
And I also noticed that there's a ton of controllers as well.
That's true.
Can you tell me a little bit more about why we have so many tools and controllers?
Yeah, so traditionally, when you look at buying an advanced electric tool, it typically requires a controller, right? So we see a lot of one-to-one relationships, the tool to the controller. And there's different ways that we can deploy those tools. We can deploy them as a corded tool, which has the physical connection to the controller, where the controller is powering the tool, or a wireless tool where you have a battery on the end and the battery is powering the tool.
That sounds like it consumes a lot of energy. Tell me, how could a customer improve on this with the equipment that they already have?
It does consume a lot of energy when you think about a controller. Just like any other plant floor device, it's always plugged in, it's always on, right? So the tool might be running or the tool might not be running. Even when it's idling, it's still plugged in, it's still drawing energy, right? So what customers can do with what they have today is utilize a concept that we call virtual stations, which is standard on the PowerFocus platform. What that enables you to do is pair up multiple tools to a single controller, so you can reduce the amount of controllers that you actually need on your line.
This sounds like a great way for a company to improve on their energy efficiency on their assembly line by adopting these tools. Is there a way to get rid of controllers completely? Do we need them at all?
Great question, and the answer is we don't. And there's a few really innovative ways we can do this. The first way is with our IXB line of tools. So what these tools enable you to do is something called integrated controller mode, which takes the physical controller out of the equation, puts all the intelligence on board the tool itself. The second way to do that is through a new product called Tools Control. This is a brand new product that we have, and it enables controller functionality on a server. So if you have your wireless tools on your network, you can take control of them from anywhere. You don't need the physical controller. You can access the full controller menus and interfaces and do all that same setup from a PC on your network.
That sounds like it could make a big impact on a company's energy efficiency. But tell me, how do those numbers really all add up?
Yeah, so for a typical automotive assembly line with 200 controllers on it, let's say, right? If you were to remove all those controllers and do the integrated controller route that I talked about or tools control, you could save upwards of 40,000 kilowatt hours per year. So for some perspective, what that means is that's about 4 average US households what they consume in a year. Some other savings for customers could be up to $2,500 in carbon pricing savings, in addition to around $5,000 off your electric bill. And that's just from controllers that are plugged in on your line.
Thanks, Tim. It sounds like this could really add up for a company looking to boost their sustainability efforts and make a big impact on their bottom line. We appreciate all the information you've been able to provide here today.
Anytime.
Wow, it's really impressive to see what reducing or eliminating controllers can do for your plant's sustainability efforts. I hope you guys learned as much as I did. We'll catch you next time on Simply Sustainable.